Hello everybody, I'm Gan. I'm so sorry for my late presentation. In this video, I'd like to talk about the usage of joint attention and translanguaging in language teaching classroom. My presentation is based on a context where a teacher teaches Mandarin to adult learners who speak other languages. Here is the website link of the original video. Okay, let's move to the outline. Here is the outline of my presentation. The presentation consists of three parts. The first one is research goals and questions. The second one is research theories and methods. And the last one is findings, analysis, and expectations. Well, firstly, let's move to the research goals and questions. The first question is how to combine the joint attention and translanguaging in the language classroom. The second one is do joint attention and translanguaging function together or respectively. The third one is do translanguaging and joint attention benefit the teaching and learning process of teachers and students respectively? Okay, before I try to answer them, I should introduce the underpinning theories and research methods. The idea translanguaging I used in this presentation, I draw on the analysis of Garcia and Li Wei in their book, Translanguaging, Language Bilingualism and Education. Here is the cover picture. And when it comes to the joint attention, I rely on the Sitthouse's means of transcription to analyze others' discourse. And here is the book, and here is the transcription examples. Okay, let's move to the first question. How to combine the joint attention and translanguaging in the language classroom? As a matter of fact, the joint attention goes through the whole classroom from the video. The teacher and the students will look at each other no matter who are speaking during the whole classes. At the same time, when the teacher is using more than two languages, she will use a series of eye movement, eye contact, or facial expressions, or body gestures to lead her students. Exactly. According to Garcia and Lee, translanguaging is not confined or restricted to oral languages, but it also refers to other kinds of semiotic features which are beneficial for the communication based on the context and the minds of speakers. That the teacher is always using translanguaging and makes use of the eye contact to ensure her introduction successfully received by the learners. Okay, from the transcription we can see when the teacher is talking to the learner number 3, all of other learners look at them both, and the teacher will also looks back to the learners to show whether they understand her meanings. Besides, she will use a lot of movement to represent things. For example, she will shake bottles or shaking her hands to represent the classroom. So we can see in the first question, the teacher is using the translanguaging all the time. and the joint attention happen during the whole classes. Second one, do joint attention and translanguaging function together or respectively? Actually, as aforementioned, a teacher's translanguaging pervades in the whole process of teaching. It requires the cooperation of the joint attention between the teacher and learner to function well. That is to say, they are inextricably intertwined. For example, when the teacher is using the water bottle to represent the exact word 水壶 and the backpack to represent the exact word, all of the learners are gazing at her. It's very important for translanguaging involve the joint attention or the other involves the formal. They are inextricably intertwined. So for the second question, the answer is yes. And from the transcription, we can say the teacher will use English, Mandarin, body gesture, eye contact, and other kind of semiotic symbols to make meanings and express them to the student. And through the eye contact, the teacher can make sure her students have received the meaning. From the question 3, do translanguaging and joint attention benefit the teaching and learning process of teachers and students respectively? Okay, for the teacher, translanguaging, Mandarin and English alternatively serve as classroom language, the oral classroom language, enhancing the oral instruction and meaning delivery. Besides oral instruction, joint attention helps the teacher to articulate her meaning, especially for pointing particular object. Because the aim of this class is about the directional complement. The teacher has to mention the directions all the time. The appropriate gestures can help the teacher to reduce the frequency of the use of the particular word. And for the learners, that dyadic gaze and shared gaze both help them to understand their teacher's meaning and make responses on time. For example, in the video, when the teacher is asking questions, all the students can respond to the questions immediately, even though their answers are not so fluent. Second one, translanguaging improves their acquisition of detailed knowledge. Two languages coordinate and serve different goals for general instruction and concluding affirmation. In this video, I can say that when it comes to the general instruction, the teacher will try her best to use Mandarin, the goal language, to lead the student to get familiar with the languages. But when it comes to the conclusion of the knowledge, the teacher will use the English to repeat the core of the knowledge, the grammar, the syntax. So we can see the translanguaging help the joint attention, and the joint attention also helps the translanguaging. Both of them cooperate best. And for the future assignment, I hope that I can make more detailed explanation aimed at the detailed behavior. Thank you.